Hello and welcome back to Legends of the Dead. Before we get into the war that we started last time for our second duchy, I want to talk about a question from the comments. So the question is, are we trying to make a new religion or just joining another one? Well, the answer to that is not so straightforward. Now, for us, as an unreformed religion, the only option at the bottom is reform the Asatru faith. If we were Catholic, for instance, or any other organised religion, the button at the bottom would effectively be create a new faith, right? You would be creating a new branch of, in this case, the Christian faith. So similar to Orthodoxy or Coptic, they're all valid branches of the Christian faith, right? You could follow any and be recognised as a follower of the Christian faith. It just is the way that is. However, when you're reforming, things are not quite the same. If you click reform, what you are doing is you are effectively organizing the old faith. So you're not able to change the name in any way, shape or form. And in fact, the old faith actually has their name renamed. So they get renamed to Old Asatru. And the idea of this is effectively like if there were disparate tribes, say, like you had tribes all over the place, all with slightly different versions of the religion. What you are doing is effectively saying, actually, these are the rules of our religion. We're organizing them, we're codifying them, and we are now from this point forward saying that this is the new religion. And the previous religion, you just mark as old. These are people who haven't caught on, these are people who haven't converted, these are people who are being left behind. They are not a branch of the religion that will be carrying on. They are people who will slowly over time fade out. That's kind of the difference that the game is putting forward to you. So, when you're asking, are we creating a new religion or just joining a new one? The answer is kind of both, because what we're going to do is we're going to head over here. We're going to take this land. This land will give us 3 of the holy sites. We're then going to convert to the religion. Once we convert, we are then going to reform it, and we're going to say, actually, this religion follows these rules, right? So we're going to say that, we could, if we just open the screen here, we could be like, this religion is going to be adaptive, right? For some reason, we've decided it really has to be adaptive, and everybody is going to have to follow this new tenet because we have decided it. And the kind of justification, like the RP justification for this, is that we control the majority of the holy sites of the religion, we are a follower of the religion, and we have a certain amount of piety that shows that we are religious enough, like we're a big enough follower of the religion that we have the right to say what the religion should be going forward. That's kind of the RP reason for this. So effectively what we're doing is we're converting to a new religion and then twisting it completely to be what we want. Which kind of means we're creating a new faith just with the old religion's name. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Anyway, moving on from that, what we're going to do is we're going to do some conquering of this land over here. Now, we declared for the whole thing, yes, so a subjugation war. We have 2,000 troops, they currently have 1.6, right, in total? Yep. Okay, so we could go on siege, however, once they retreat to about here, they're going to come back in. So we don't entirely want to split from our ally. We could head in here. This could work. Yeah, let's head in here and do some sieging. And if it looks like these guys are coming back, we will split from the siege. Let's do that. Okay. We're heading in here. 8 months left. That's a slow siege. Okay. Can I go here without taking attrition? I can. Perfect. Let's do this. Let's try and catch this army. I think that's a better use of our time. What do you mean invalidated? What? What do you mean okay, so I understand what happened here. This guy who we were at war with died. His land then got split between his 3 children, which now means that the war is invalidated because the Yeah, because what we declared war on no longer exists. Ah. Okay. Well, that wasn't really expected for me. Okay. Did we capture anyone worth having? Not really. Okay. Alright then. I suppose what we could do is we could just declare wars against these individuals now and take all the land that we were going to take anyway. Yeah. Alright then. I'm going to declare a war on this guy. Do we have our subjugate war available again? We do! That's nice. Okay. So I know it says you may only attempt one per lifetime, but if it gets invalidated, you get it back. That's kind of nice. Right, I'm just going to do a Conquer County, though, because it's so much cheaper. And we get to have the land ourselves. So let's do this. We're going to raise our troops. We're going to go to war. So back over here. Let's go. So we're just going to march pretty much directly at it. Let's go speed 5. They're not even moving. This should be easy. I think we're happy with that. We can call allies to the war. I'm not going to. We have defeated them. We captured some people. Okay, are you any good? You're fine. Okay. Get back to sieging. And we'll just leave ourselves sieging, basically. Till death do us part. High Chieftain Dloth has been murdered. My dear Dloth, I may not have loved you, yet I feel your passing more acutely than I ever thought possible. You were always there, my constant companion. Did I take you for granted? There are so many things left unsaid. So we gained some stress. And she was murdered by Anunar. Why did you murder her? Okay, well, that's not good. I mean, obviously I'm going to imprison you. You just murdered my wife. That seems like something that we need to do. So let's go to speed 3. Let the game progress. Okay. I mean, I guess I'm going to execute you. Really, you didn't leave me a lot of choice. We will sacrifice you. Alright. Well, that leaves us with a few problems, doesn't it? Was he not educating our children? He was, yes. We'll wait a second or two for it to calculate that. Children lack guardians. Yes. Both of them now lack guardians. You're doing a martial education. Let's find you somebody who will be good at that. We're looking for somebody like Thordis. Thordis will be perfect. In fact, she'll be perfect for both of them. Thordis, and I'll just do the same search here. Thordis. Right. Wonderful. So she'll be fine educating them. Not ideal what just happened there, obviously. Yeah, not ideal at all. Let us find somebody to marry. Previously... Oh, wait a second. She was the one who was in line to a title, right? Does that now mean that my son is in line? No, it means my brother-in-law is in line because he had another child. You need to die, brother-in-law, because my son is second in line. Yes. You need to die. My chances of killing him are very pathetic. Huh. We'll think about it. We'll think about what we need to do here. There might be other ways of killing him later. You know what we should do, actually? Let's go... Her... Brother... Mark. I mean, he is delicate, so he might just die naturally. We'll see. Right. We are not married. We need to remarry. Now, the question is, do we want more children? Really, not... We don't want more children. We have an heir and 2 spares. This should be fine. However, it wouldn't be the end of the world if we had more children. It would give us more options to pick from. It's not like this guy is like the best child that's ever lived. Let's see what our options are in terms of inheritable traits. And then let's go alliance power. I want to marry somebody who is within 10 years of us. Yeah, within 10 years. Sort by alliance power, and then I guess I kind of want maximum age to be I kind of want it to be 30, but we'll go 25. Alright, well that leaves us with one option. Do you even give us Yeah, you do not actually give us a, an alliance, unfortunately. You're really, really good at learning, which could potentially be okay. But I don't think that's what we want you to do. Okay, let's move that back to 35 here then. Alliance power. Who actually gives us an alliance? Wait, do none of these give us an alliance? None of these give us an alliance. Oh, alright, then alliance power is not a good thing to sort by. Let's just look at the traits then. Hale is okay. Beautiful is fine, but she's a little older than we're looking for. Hale at 31 might be fine. Intelligent, yeah, a lot of these are a little bit older than we're looking for. Hale at 30 or Comely at 17. Guess the question then is just how much do we, or how many children do we want? I guess if we're having like more than one extra child, then at that point, we might as well just have like, you know, a whole bunch of them. Having one means that our land starts to be split, and currently that would split all the land that we currently hold. So you know what, let's just marry this person. If we're going to have more children, let's go all in. Let's get somebody who's going to be around for a long time. Let's get a bunch of children. Let's get a bunch of commanders, a bunch of champions out of it. Let's see how that goes. So we'll marry her. And then maybe we'll get some concubines as well and go all in on this. Cool. Right, speed 5. So we are now married. That's great. I mean, we could do a funeral for our wife, although we can't do it for another 6 months. We could also we could have done a grand wedding, but I didn't do one. So I think we're fine. Yeah, I think we're fine on that. Okay, they've raised some troops. They're going to attack us. They died. We captured their leader. I'm actually going to let him go. I'm going to ransom him. Why am I ransoming him? Because I want the money, basically. It's as simple as that. By ransoming him, we get 50 gold back, and we still get to siege his land, which then allows us to capture him again. Can I ransom him again? I can. See, if we had just won the war, we wouldn't get this money. So I can ransom him again, get another 50 gold out of him. We captured more people. Anyone else worth anything? Oh, apparently one person... Wait. One of those guys was worth something. A hook. Not interested. Okay, now we can end our war. Enforce our demands. We get fame. We don't get any of the prestige, because that would only go to allies, which we don't have in this war. Cool. Nice. So, that gave us the land, and legitimacy gained. Wonderful. So we now have this new bit of land, which actually has some sparring grounds already being built in it. That's fantastic. Right, you're currently improving the chiefdom of Finland. It's got 2.1 control. This currently has 0 control. Is that 2.1 all coming from him? No, it's coming from many things. Let's wait a second. Alright, so it's now at 0.8. Okay, I'm okay to wait. Can we runestone that? Oh, I can ransom this person for 10 gold now? Awesome, I'll ransom him for 10 gold. Can we drop another runestone? No, it's unavailable for another 7 years. Okay. So we'll just chill on this province then. Not worry about it at all. Designate a guardian for my daughter. She is going to do a... I guess learning makes sense for her, yeah. Let's see what we got. We're looking for positive mental traits. Like quick. Like, yeah, intelligent. Quick will do. You will educate her. Okay, cool. You can station a men-at-arms regiment. Okay. I will put it here, because that's the only location available. Wonderful. So now, I think our succession is all messed up, right? Or am I one off our succession being all messed up? I'm one off our succession being all messed up. That's fine. Okay. Because once I take one more, what will happen is it will then say, oh, you're in Confederate partition, therefore we're going to create the Duchy of Finland. That's what it will do, I think. Although maybe because our first title is under elective. No, it should create the Duchy of Finland and it should give it to our son. I'm talking nonsense. Right. You're allied with this guy, so between you, you have 700 troops. Alright, I'm going to declare a war. I'm going to take your land. Let's raise all of our troops here. We're going to march our way in. Should be nice and easy. So just head straight over here. We're going to fight them in their capital. We're not worried in the slightest. Nice. We have defeated them. What's this war? We're in somebody else's war. That's fine. Dangerous faction? Oh, it's a peasants' rabble. Okay, it's not that strong. It's just we can't get rid of it because of... they've got negative popular opinion due to horrifying executions. Oh, lovely. Lovely. And they're upset over being converted. That's not my decision. That's my liege's decision. Okay. 46 for 400 there in terms of troops. Now we're going to siege. They're going to continually run into us. And they're going to continually be dead. Right. Let's see here. Anyone worth money? Nope. Okay. Well, back to sieging. My wife is pregnant. I mean, that was really to be expected. New martial perk. Household guard increases our number of knights by 4. Let's do it. Okay, let's wait a second for them to fill in. How are we looking? So we're actually missing a champion at this point. Yeah, we're one off. Do we not have some unmarried people? Courtiers who are unmarried. Yes. Yes, we do. Now, some of these people are probably a little bit old to be getting married. Like, for children. I mean, we can get married just to drag somebody into our court. But I think we can marry Unar off. Oh, is this currently filtered to... It is filtered to all of the other stuff. Let's reset to defaults. Inheritable traits. High prowess. There we go. I'm not going to spend a long time on it. Let's get Ali into our court. This means that we have a robust person marrying a quick person. So, good chance of traits coming out of that one. Oh, matrilineally. There we go. Perfect. We'll just leave it there. Let it work itself out. So that should give me all the champions we need. Wonderful. We're currently being raided. Where? Oh, yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. Oh well. We have defeated yet another person. Are you worth any money? You are unimportant, so no. Okay. Well, sorry. We have a ton of prisoners, actually, now. Let's finish our siege. We now control the land. I did capture somebody who should be worth money just then. Hello. I'm going to ransom you for 7 gold. Camp dispute. After my army sets up camp, I hear a commotion coming from my champion's lodgings. Investigating the disturbance, I find Hawker and Ali in the middle of a heated argument while several onlookers egg them on. I deliver a speech about unity that's likely to go bad. Have them whipped for their delinquency. Or sod this, I'm going to my tent and stuff in my ears. I'm going to have them whipped for their delinquency, which increases our dread. So we now have fairly high dread. Okay. Let's enforce our demands. Can I demand anyone off of him? No. Alright, we will enforce our demands. We have taken this land. Great. We can now disband. Okay. Oh, apparently they'll accept the ransom for that guy now. I guess he's more important because they're less important than the person who's paying the ransom. Oh no, it's because he paid his own ransom, because it's no longer us asking his liege, it's us asking him personally and he has his own income. Oh, okay. Anyone else in that situation where they have their own income? No. Okay. Anyone good? Nope. 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 Okay. That's fine. We could now give away this new bit of land, potentially, that we hold here. Potentially. Yeah. Yeah, do we have anybody in our court who we don't need? Who we could give the land to? Or maybe we could recruit somebody and then give the land to them. Like, maybe we could marry off somebody in our court that we're not going to use, like Athrither, and then just send them away. Why don't you like me? For a variety of reasons. You know what? We're going to marry you off matrilineally to this dude. Welcome to the realm, Lothar. Fantastic. Guess what? You're the luckiest person around. This new land is yours. Enjoy it. Yes. Fantastic. He now gets this new garbage piece of land that we picked up. It does absolutely nothing. It has no taxes, no loot, no levies, no whatever. But he's happy. He is also a powerful vassal who wants to be on the council, but, you know, that's his problem. Cool. Right. Next thing for us is we want to have a look at our succession law. Has it updated yet? No. Okay, let's wait until the end of the month. Hey, you've got control to be full in Finland. The other reason why we put him in charge is he should be able to then increase the control in his own province because he'll have his own council eventually. Let's get you to increase control in Nyland. Right. Okay, so what's our succession look like? Norland would go to you. For some reason, you are not inheriting... Oh, is that because you have the... Ah, it's because he still has the High Duchy... Or, sorry, the High Chiefdom of Finland. I see. Okay, so the reason why our land isn't splitting is this guy has the High Chiefdom. So therefore, Confederate Partition cannot create the High Chiefdom because he still has it. So we could usurp the High Chiefdom. Actually, we can't because we're of faith that he considers to be hostile and he holds de jure land. But if we were to take this land away from him, or he was to give away his duchy, it would mean that Confederate Partition would kick in. But it's not because he still holds the duchy, which is actually absolutely fine for us. Okay, cool. How strong are you? Remembering that these are our invasion target in the end of the day. You're looking alright. How much... We're still not quite illustrious. We need to be a little bit higher, actually, to be able to even call an invasion. Yeah. Maybe we hold a tournament or something. Maybe this is our tournament opportunity. We hold something like that. It potentially gets us some more items if we can win some contests. We currently have 0 items, so that would be good. It will get us a ton of prestige, which will hopefully allow us to advance towards Exalted at some point. Be good. I mean, we're still not at 4.7k troops, but this I think would be good for us. Yeah, I think I want to hold one of these. Let's hold a grand tournament. Why are these good? Suitable terrain minus county development. Suitable terrain minus county development. Unsuitable terrain. Alright, I guess we're going to hold the tournament in Finland. Why can I not hold a melee? My government type is tribal. Oh, that actually locks off a lot of these. Joust as well. What do we think we'll be good at? Duel, probably. Oh, we only get 1? Oh, I forgot we only get 1. Yeah, okay. So archery would probably be fine at. Probably be fine at this. We're excellent on that one. We're excellent on that one. We're not as good at archery. I see. So the question is, do we want to do duels or wrestling? Let's do duels. Sure. So the contest is going to cost 50. And it's also going to cost... It's going to cost 50 prestige and 25 gold. Okay. Let's get rid of these guys here for a second. So, forest guides. Yeah, that'll probably be safe enough for us. Our champion, are we going to have a champion that we think is going to do well in this tournament? Sort by prowess. Our champion could be Folky. He could do well. Yeah, sure. I'm going to select Folky to be our champion. We can also change our guest list, although I actually can't for this tournament. Okay, I guess we're not large enough that we can actually invite other people. That's fine. We could make negative events less likely to fire. That seems good. And also, I think high prizes sounds good as well. We just lower this a little bit. No. We could go for good prizes. It's going to cost most of our money, though. So this means they'll be masterwork or famed. This means they can be illustrious. I think that realistically, fine prizes I think would be okay for us. I think getting a masterwork or famed rarity item will be okay. I think that'll be fine. Yeah. I was just thinking, like, that going up to this level, we could end up with Masterwork, at which point we're at exactly the same situation would be with Fine Prizes. Like, if we get Masterwork or Famed, in fact, we're at the same level as Fine Prizes, but it costs half the price. So, let's go Famed. So, let's go Fine. If we had the money, we would go Splendid, because then it has to be Famed or Illustrious, so it's like the higher tier. But this one just means, like, you're likely to get a lower one. Anyway, it's fine. Let's go with that. Triumph, I think, is what we want to do. We want to win. That seems good. Let's start a grand tournament. Yeah. Costs us a ton of money, but I think it's going to be worth it. Let's see. Oh, that also appointed him to be my personal champion. I didn't realize that would give him the role, but that's okay. He's good, I suppose. He's not the worst. He earns prestige when competing in a grand tournament. Take her place in some duels if we need him to. I mean, I don't really want him to, but he could. So, yeah. Let's go. Weird Whispers. Heisinger is a worthless oaf. I'd be a way better Jarl than him, says Vasa. Who are you, Vasa? You're nobody. You do nothing. You know what it is? You know what it is, Vasa? I am going to beat you in a fight, and you're going to have mutiny, humiliation, and leave my entourage. Be gone. Right. That's fine. One Duke and one King arrive. Oh, I guess we did have other people arrive. He's come to our tournament. Okay. Wait, Turku is... yes, it is this one. Wow, okay. And we now have another daughter. Alright. The Holy Tree. I'm told that nature is venerated here in Rauma as an extension of the will of the gods. We watch as the locals adorn an old tree in fine materials and jewellery as if they were courting it. Many of my entourage are satisfied to watch from a distance, but I feel compelled to do something more. So I can say fascinating, because I'm sadistic. Have the tree burned. Okay, I should join the celebration. I will join. I'll just say fascinating. Actually, I'll just take the stress. That's fine. Prisoner died in my dungeons. I'm not too worried about that. So we are going to qualify. That's good. So we probably want to go Artisans' Quarters. Get some items if we can. More people are arriving for this tournament. We didn't invite that many people, but 100 people have arrived. Alright. Weaponsmith, worthy Icor. A noble's blood! Valeria's voice rings out, startling me. I blink through the gloom to where she stands hungrily, brandishing a glinting dagger. All I need is the smallest splash of noble blood to quench a blade. The sword will be the finest weapon ever made. Songs will be sung of me. She edges closer, a mad glint flickering in her eyes. It'll be all yours, Lord, all yours. I just need to be the one to forge it. Permit me that both our names be remembered forever. I look down at my arm. Well, obviously, I'm gonna, you know, I'll let this happen. There's a chance it becomes a bloodied blade, chance it becomes a sullied blade, both of which are not very good, but let's do it anyway. It goes poorly. Sanguine steel. I clutch a clean rag to my forearm to stench the flow as Valeria fires and hums excitedly. By the time our bloodletting aims are realized, the rag is nearly soaked through, but the flow itself is slowed and the wound congealed. The sword is reverently deposited on a table. It is, in a word, ugly. Dried blood coats the length of the blade, and the weight of the weapon seems to shift by the moment. The brittle steel is layered with patchy swirls. It's perfect! Valeria doesn't seem to be deterred by my skepticism, her hand shaking as she holds the blade in wonderment. It's god-awful. You can keep it. I will take the money. My score does decrease slightly, but we don't need it. Hey, I'm no longer wounded. Well done. There's a peasant's... yeah, there is a little bit of a peasant's rebellion. Peasants' lot is to serve their lord. I'll manage things from here. Alright, they have appeared in Finland, which is a little unfortunate. Let's raise our troops and attack. Oh, make sure I have a commander in charge. All my commanders are at the tournament. Oh, dear. That's funny. Wait, I said that she could have this bloody blade and she paid me money, but I still have the bloody, or sorry, the sully blade. I mean, I'm going to destroy it for 80 gold, but, you know, cool. Anything we can do in here? Yes, I want to go to the artisan's quarters. A fine favor. As I prepare for my upcoming match, I spot High Chiefess Vizika of Norland hailing me by waving a handkerchief around, offering me her support, or her favor. I feel fortunate to have earned her support and affection, and to take this favor would signify my interest in her in the realm of courtship and chivalry. And she is my wife, right? Yes. We can get favor of a lady. Yes, we want that. That's fine. It increases my chance of winning a tournament. We're going to say I have a match to focus on and get the prestige off of it. No, I will take the favor of a lady. Your good manners are what give meaning to my life. I have no desire but to be by your side, that I may know the depths of your love. You put Apollo to shame. These lines are but a bleak reflection of my feelings for you. I will do anything to prove my loyal affections. So she can attempt to win my heart, or she will end this foolish endeavor immediately. You can attempt to win my heart, wife. That's fine. We also now have the favor of a lady equipped. Gives us a very, very small amount of renown. Bit of spouse opinion, but the main thing is it makes you better at tournaments. Another Duke has arrived at our tournament. We're currently hosting this tournament, and our realm is like it's the place where it's being held is actively being sieged. Okay, another king arrives. We have the King of Denmark arrived to our tournament. We now won this thing here. Force my demands. This guy is not that good, although he is strong. Let's say he's not that good, but we could potentially recruit him if we wanted to. Right, artisans. Actually, I already got what I wanted out of the artisan's quarters. Let's go tourney grounds. Go, songbird, go faster. I hear a man's voice echo across the grounds. I look up to see a small thing hurrying through the sky like a little black bolt of lightning. Soon enough, it swoops down towards a finishing line. Bah, you must have cheated. Your bird cannot fly that fast. Just look at her. She's as fast as a mountain. The angry loser shouts with the winner looking smug. I could learn a thing or two from this, get a little experience in Falconer. Double or nothing, or I don't have time for this. I'll say I don't have time and increase my score. There we go. That's fine. Another king has arrived. We have the King of Poland at this tournament. This is a big tournament. Okay. The contest begins. So we've been drawn against Hawker, my champion. Well, it's not a great one to go against first. So my champion Folky is my personal champ. Wait. Oh, Hawker is my champion, but my personal champion Folky is the odds-on favorite to win, apparently. Although he is ill. Who's in this? So we have the King of Poland versus the High Chiefdom of Livonia, the Chiefdom of Lanema against the Chiefdom of Wilzia, and then Hastin versus Folky. Then obviously it's us versus the other one. I am ready. We're not going to cheat. The grate of steel on steel rings around the area as Hawker and I strike at each other. As he steps back, I follow. Another sonorous clash of our blades sends vibrations up my arm. All of a sudden, a chance. Hawker slips, his foot sliding, and I shove a shoulder into his sternum, sending him sprawling. Hawker is slow to recover, and suddenly my mind flits back to the training manuals I spent hours learning from, and the fanciful things they suggested doing should a clear advantage appear. Almost unconsciously, I start unscrewing the pommel of my weapon. So finally, a chance. I can use the pommel as a missile. Get roguish duelist for 25 years. Okay. And I lose stress. And then he gets ended rightly for 15 years. He was embarrassed as we humiliated them by throwing the unscrewed pommel of a sword at him. He loses opinion of us. Have at the blackguard, so kick a man while they're down. Or best let them get back on their feet. Oh, we'll kick him while he's down. Riposte. A screeching chorus of metal on metal rings out as two blades scrape down each other's lengths, sparks glittering as they fall to the ground. I look for advantage, thinking back to when I found myself with a dramatic advantage and decided how best to use it. I'm winning this fight by some margin, and I just need to hold it together for a few moments more. We advance upon each other once more. We're both battered, both tired, and there can be only one winner. So this is basically just pick whichever one of these has the highest number at the top, which is this one. We won! Well done, us. A sonorous blow rings out as my weapon glances off a helmet, my opponent staggering backwards in a daze. I follow up quickly, a swipe feint left, a hammering blow right. I advance as my adversary backpedals desperately, my sword barely being deflected by the barest of margins. I sense a win and rush to claim it before Hawker recovers. He withers under my flurrying blows, barely keeping form with his guards until at last he steps away, yielding. The judge calls for an end. I have won. We kick him out. So Folky is through to the semi-final. That is why he's my champion. Wonderful. He knocked Hastin out. Who else is left? So we have the King of Poland. He got through. 31 prowess and 25 martial. He's actually like really good. We have Chieftain Miliduch, who also really good martial, not so good prowess on him. And then Folky, who's again got reasonably good martial and prowess. So we've been drawn against Miliduch, and we suspect that Folky is about to lose to the king. I can do this. By any means. I swing and swing again, battering against Miliduch's guard. A heavy shoulder push sends him skidding backwards, legs akimbo, and I see a golden opportunity. Acting entirely on instinct, I swing my leg through a long arc, the foot thundering into his groin with a heavy thud. Miliduch lets out a cry, somewhere between a gasp, a cough, and a groan. Trembling fingers barely grasp the weapon as his eyes immediately cross with pain. Within seconds he is doubled over, barely able to stand. I can say, I've got you now. Become a low blower, which makes male rulers dislike me, and generally everybody dislike me. I lose a little bit of stress, and he really dislikes me. Or, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. 10 years? I'll take the hit, honestly. Right, then we get the same event. This is the same event every single time. This one, literally, you just choose the best option, which will be the same every time if it's a multi-part one. And then we have one. And then I believe this is actually identical as well. I guess in theory we could go to our wife, we could switch her onto supporting Marshal, and then click the button, which means that our Marshal will be higher, therefore the percentage of the thing succeeding will be higher, but yeah, nah, I'm not going to do that. The bout between King Gardemir and Folky has been decided. Both contestants made good showing of their skill, but ultimately Gardemir was declared the winner by a resounding judgment. Gardemir is through to the final. There goes my champion's chances. So Folky is out. This is not my favourite champion, that has to be said. It's so rude. He was defeated by somebody whose stats are far superior to him. Oh well. It's time for us to do this. Let's go. Chuffing some dirt away from my eyes, I steady myself as the hoots and hollows of the crowd rain down around me. Gardemir is a little way away, the pair of us having disengaged briefly to catch our respective breaths. The baying of the spectators quietens a bit as we begin to circle each other slowly. One wrong move could end this fight in an instant. Gardemir's eyes narrow almost imperceptibly. As we circle, I notice a small puff of dust being thrown up under Gardemir's right foot every time he takes a step. It's almost like Gardemir is limping slightly. So I'd say, I have you now, and try and defeat him with that, or he's bluffing, I'll do my own fight. 58% chance it works. He is better than us. I'm going to roll the dice. It worked. Okay. We again choose the best option. We lost! Oh no! We went out in the final. I can disqualify him. I love that there. So we are defeated. Sensei confounded, or he cheated, and that gives me tyrannical disqualification, which makes people dislike us. Especially him. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say confounded. After many trials, some tribulations, and above all else, some truly spirited competition, King Gardemir beat Jarl Heisinger in the final. Gardemir is our winner. I did not win, but I came very close. My champion, Folky, hardly lived up to his name. I mean, he did alright. We're now illustrious, by the way. We're almost exalted. We just need to get... how much fame? Another 5,000. Which means, effectively, we need to get 5,000 prestige. That's quite a lot. So, what happens... he gets prestige, he gets money, and he gets gifted Duellist. So prowess per level of fame, extra prowess, and he gets some more experience. He'll receive a prize. We gained prestige, gold, and Duellist, which is a less good version of the same thing. And then everyone who qualified got Duellist as well. So yeah, unfortunately we didn't get a lot out of it, but we did, I suppose, get experience in tournaments, which is actually useful. Right. Conclusion. I can give a few words, but it's not going to be good. So let's do this. We do gain 600 prestige just for the tournament happening. Prized armor is what went to Gardemir. That would have been useful. We gain experience in foot, which now means we have 10 opinion with other Hastilidur characters, and we're very close to getting 1 prowess. Some of these are okay. I mean, level 3 gets you a whole bunch of stuff. And we gain some legitimacy for doing it. What a great occasion. Finish our grand tournament. So that, yeah, that's us now 600 closer. I was wondering whether that 600 had already been counted, but it hadn't. Wonderful. And we're actually getting very close to level 4 legitimacy, which is also very, very nice. Okay. Let's continue heading back. Apparently Finland needs us to improve control. But we're currently working on Nyland, so we'll not worry about that. Right, let's head back home. No events on the way home? Okay. Hey, I just got 50 gold for no reason, plus efficient taxation. We actually have enough money to do something else if we wanted to, which is all very good. Oh, rites of passage. This will be for my son, right? Yeah, okay, let's do rite of passage for him. Okay. Time brings new adults into a Norse tribe, but only proving ceremonies establish maturity, status, and worth. Solvi, my son, is of a suitable age. Our bellicose people have 3 time-honored means of testing his. In a duel against a Norse man, we prevail. In scarification, determination is etched into the skin. In seclusion, we test adaptability and foresight. So we make him duel. We can make him scar himself, or we can make him seclude himself somewhere. He will duel, I think. Let's do it. He can face his grandmother. His grandmother will kick his ass. He can face this person who will destroy him, or he's not ready. He will face his grandmother in a duel. As the Gothi's blessings end, the challenger's weapons climb together. Thordis's experience allows her to press an immediate advantage, but even so, she can't bat away Solvi's clever strikes for long. My son sends Thordis tumbling down. I yield, moans the older woman. Solvi has dashed my knuckles and blinded me with lifeblood. He is as full-fledged a warrior as any. A most deserving Norse man. The rite is thusly completed. I don't know why he's looking evil here, but such is the resolve of the Oster, which means that he is a proven tribal adult, which gets him a bunch of bonuses. Chance he becomes arrogant over this. He is almost certainly getting martial lifestyle and prowess. The tribe gains a new champion, gets him aspiring blade master, also really good. Or a bloody scrap, a very bloody scrap. I'll let him get aspiring blade master. I know it's what we chose for us, but like, you know, I chose it correctly the first time. Wonderful. Oh, and then we get a dynasty legacy. Well, that seems like a good thing to start the next episode with. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.